Hello and welcome. You're about to listen to my interview with Olwen Jennings around intuition, spirit guides, whether we all have spirit guides and how to understand that they try to connect with us, how to develop these skills. Olwen will be doing a little bit of channeling at the end of this video, so stay tuned till the end and enjoy. Welcome, everyone. Today, my guest is one and only amazing Olwen Jennings. And I keep repeating it. So if you come across us for the first time, you are the first to hear that. But Olwen is UK's response to Esther Hicks. And I still have this vision that it will be full rooms of people wanting to communicate with Olwen's guides. So, Olwen, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And because you are a speaker at Abundance Accelerator Bootcamp in October, I would love you to talk a little bit what your talk will be about.
Thanks, Inga. I love your faith in me. So I'm a channel for my spirit guides, as Inga just said. I work very closely with them. They're a collection of guides that call themselves the Meter Collective. And when I work with clients, I can work with clients one-to-one or in groups, but mainly one-to-one at the moment, in an intuitive what I call them intuitive coaching sessions. And I quite often bring in my guides to give the client some extra clarity and guidance directly from my guides. So it's divine wisdom, divine guidance. And the reason I do that is because my spirit guides told me to. So for a long time, I've known that I'm highly intuitive. It was probably only about 15 years ago I started on my kind of spiritual business journey, but that was part-time alongside being a divorce lawyer as well at the time. So I did Reiki training, learned how to read oracle cards, tarot, did crystal healing, all that kind of thing. I qualified as a life coach as well. But I knew I was always working with my guides, but I didn't realise how much I was working with them. And then eventually they just said it would be easier if I just allowed them to speak through me. It took a while for me to allow that to happen because it felt strange, but now it's like it just comes. I can't, and I can turn it on and off. But they bring me a lot of comfort. They help me a lot in my life, and then I'm able to use them to help other people in their lives. And everybody has them. Everybody has guides, and I'm quite passionate about people finding out who theirs are and getting to know them and to work with them. Started working more full-time in my business in 2016, 2017, and that's where I developed the channeling side. So that's me, and I've got two boys, and I've been married forever. I've been married 26 years this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do your spirit guides consult you on marital matters?
No. Do you know what? That's a really good idea. I should ask them. No, we don't. No, I don't. No, they haven't. Not that I'm aware of. They may be trying to consult me. Maybe I'm not listening. But yeah, been together for a very long time, and have two amazing boys. One's 18, hopefully off to university in September, and then the other one's 14, but thinks he's 18. And they do help me with the boys. So whenever I'm feeling that I'm not sure where the boys are at or what I can do to help them, because you know what children are like, they don't really want to know what mom wants to tell them. So they've helped me, actually. My guides have really helped me back off at times and just, allow, especially the older one, to make a few mistakes. I mean, it's part of his life path, as they're telling me, not mine, which is true. But as a mom, sometimes you just want to go, no.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's been good, and I always ask my guides to protect my everybody I love, but particularly the kids.
So, and you will be talking about the importance of energetic alignment when we want to attract abundance. Can you briefly just give us inkling into what awaits us?
Well, this is something I work on a lot. I think we all do, and especially those of us that are maybe working in, heart-led businesses, spiritual businesses. I think we find it really hard to accept and receive abundance sometimes. And obviously we often think about money as abundance, but abundance can be many things. The more I've worked with energy and with my guides, the more I've realized you have to be in that state of feeling like you're already abundant, feeling like you've already got everything you want, and then allowing it to come, which actually might sound easy.
It's not.
But often we get in our own way. The human part of us gets in our own way. So it's constantly working on those little gremlins that come up to take us off track. Because actually, energetically, we are all abundant, and we are all entitled to vast abundance, and that includes financial abundance. It's there, the universe is plentiful. So in the session, I'll be talking about how we can visualize and see that stream of abundance, because for me it's quite good to see it as a stream, so that we can just try and navigate that stream a bit. That's how I've been shown it anyway. So how we can see that, visualize that, and then how we can merge with that, and how we can raise our vibration to enable us to receive. So there'll be some healing around some money blocks. Some of it will be channeled as well, because it's easier to bring them in, because they know more about it than we do. So there'll be some healing, and then alignment, energetic alignment, because if we get our energy in the right place, then it makes it easier to receive the abundance. Then we just have to put in some of the work to make sure we stay on track.
Excellent. And you mentioned that we all have spirit guides. Obviously, some of us are aware, some of us we communicate, some of us don't have a clue that those spirit guides exist. Can you first give example from your own experience? Like, how did you discover that you have spirit guides and you're not just going mad hearing voices?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. Because there were times I thought I was going mad. So how did I discover? I guess when I look back, I've always had thoughts that have appeared in my head that aren't mine, and I've wondered where they've come from. But over time, I learned to put them to one side, because I just thought they were irrelevant and didn't make any sense. And then the more I started to work back, more I started to work in the field that I'm in now, the more I could feel them as well. So not just sort of have them pop into my mind, it became more of a vibration. And then I would just feel like a presence around me. So for me, my back of my head tingles and my spine tingles when my guides are around. And actually, I did ask for that. I said, if you're who I think you are, if you're my guides and you're trying to help me, can you show me a sign that you're there and I'm not just making it up? And for me, being able to feel it in your body is a really good way of knowing that it's not just you, not just me making it up. So that's what happened. So that's how so it was over time. And then when I decided, okay, let's be open and ask for the connection to become clearer, then it was a case of, sitting down, meditating, consciously asking for the connection, rather than just going, all right, then what do you want? But really, really sitting down, making it part of daily practice. I used to journal a lot of what they said at first before I started verbally channeling. Yeah, it can feel like sometimes you're making it up or you're going mad. But if you start, my belief, and this is the way I did it, if you start by journaling or writing down what you feel is coming through, then you just leave it, go away, look at it again another day, you'll see that those words are not yours. It's not the way you write. It's not, maybe not the way you would say something. So that's how I convinced myself.
And when I heard you channeling, you have more like Scottish accent when you channel your guides.
Yeah, I know my voice changes. Some people say it sounds Scottish, some people say it sounds Welsh. It's definitely sort of Celtic. It could well be. I've got Welsh roots, so it could be. I don't know. But I think it's just to show me and to show others that it's not just me, making it up. Because I think if your voice changes, it's a good indication. I guess it just gives people a reassurance that it's another energy coming through. That's what I feel. Anyway.
If somebody wants to connect with their spirit guide, it never happened before, what would be like your recommendation to start with? How to start this connection?
First of all, they have to make sure they're ready.
How do you know that you are ready?
Yeah, it's difficult. I think people try, they think that they can immediately sit down and say, right, I want to make that connection, and then nothing comes through, and then they get frustrated. And it's not that the guides aren't wanting to connect, they will be there. It's just that there's some sort of energetic block or conditioning or belief that's maybe in the way. It's probably quite subconscious. So when I help people connect, I usually first of all see if there's any beliefs there. So that are holding them back. So for example, when I've taught Meet Your Spirit Guides before, I do ask that. And quite often people are worried, what will happen if I make the connection? Will I suddenly seem crazy? Or will they keep me awake at night? Will I get messages randomly? Some people as well who've been brought up maybe going to church, as I was, might feel that they're messing with something that they're not supposed to mess with, if that makes sense. So there is a lot of conditioning in there sometimes, and sometimes we don't know it. So it's really important to make sure that if you're not it can happen instantly, but if it doesn't, then it may well be that there are some blocks that need clearing. So I would always advise, having some healing, making sure your energy system's clear. If it's not coming through, look at what your beliefs are around it. But once you've got to a point where you feel you are ready, then it's a question of really taking the time. So making time each day, as if you were going to have a meeting like we are now, and asking for the connection, asking for a sign that it's them, whether that be your body going tingly, or you might go warm, or some sort of different sensation in your body, and then asking for them to give you a message, give you a sign, another sign they're there. It takes time because you need to practice. It's like a muscle. Anything you need to train. You need to train it, but also you have to trust. It's a big element of trust and letting go of what they might say, because what they might say might not be what you want to hear.
True, that's true. I consider Olwen my intuition personal trainer. And I'm part of Olwen's group, and we do this regular connection, and or sometimes we go through meditation and healing and upgrades. And in the beginning, it may be that you don't know how to deal with it, because I have, from time to time, I have really strong reactions from our sessions together. So, but you taught me in terms that I can kind of be in control. So if I was woken up during early hours of the morning, like 3 to 4 o'clock, I can request that all the messages are transmitted during normal waking hours. Or recently I had the experience when I woke up because I heard knocking at the door. In reality, there is no knocking, but I woke up because of it. And then I ask a question like, okay, what do you want? Like, what do I need to know? And I was told in terms of how to resolve a situation with the friends that I wasn't aware that it actually kept me anxious. And only getting that communication at 3 o'clock in the morning helped me realize that I was suppressing a lot of emotions. And so it was good. It was very practical. By the way, I haven't reported to you yet, but after our latest connection, So I started seeing more vivid dreams. Like I started seeing dreams in real format. I'm getting ideas how to what kind of reels to put together now. So it's very practical. It's very creative as well. We opened up new dimension in me.
Good. I'm glad.
I got one more question while I was listening to you. Intuition and spirit guides, two different things, hybrid.
I think they can work together. Intuition is obviously your inner wisdom, your own guidance system, and that's the one really that we should be relying on more and more. But I feel that sometimes we do, even those of us that are highly intuitive, question our intuition sometimes. It's good to have spirit guides as well to say, am I right? Is this right? Is what I'm feeling right? But I think they do work very much together. And the more you develop, for example, your spirit guide connection, the stronger your own intuition will get. Because I feel eventually it's almost like the energies of your guides and you merge together, like your higher self and their energy merges together. So you have that access, which is incredible.
Good to know. And I want you to demonstrate your channeling skills, like you at your work. And can we ask again? I'm pursuing my own agenda here.
That's fine.
Can you ask your spirit guide, like what to expect from the event in October? It's a little bit different format than usually. How to prepare, or why would people need to attend? It's like a marketing message through your spirit guides. Can we try this?
We can try. Okay. You always know the questions to ask us, don't you? Right? Okay. In terms of the events, yes, from maybe a normal, if there is normal point of view, it is a little bit different in terms of who you have speaking and in terms of the event itself. And we mean in relation to what traditional marketing might be. But the difference is you've created this through your own work with your intuition and your guides. And you've also created this because of your belief in how important it is to use energy work as well as practical steps to create abundance in one's life, right? Whether that's personal or business. And we know this is aimed at business, but it will be beneficial for those not in business too, anybody who wishes to create more abundance. And it is like an accelerator, because what it will do, because of the speakers that you have pulled together, it will elevate anybody who attends to their next steps and beyond. In fact, it will elevate them, but as we feel you've called it the accelerator, it will accelerate them more than one step forward. For some people, it will accelerate them many steps forward. We don't really like to put a number on it, because the healing that people will receive by attending, and then the energetic work that they will do as a result, whether they're aware of they're doing the energetic work or not, they will be doing it. And then any practical steps they're being advised to take will all merge together over the following days, or even through those days of the event itself. But certainly after the event, things will become more embodied within those that attend your event. And it's like they're going to be supercharged. It's like they are going to see and feel what is coming their way, what it is they want to attract. But more than see and feel it, they know it's coming, or they know it's already here. It's just taking the steps they need to do to create the alignment, to move any blocks out of the way, or receiving abundance, because receiving is a big one. But that's what it's going to do. It's almost like, because of all the people, all the amazing experts you have speaking, it's going to create a massive shift. And all the people that take part, all the people, the speakers and the clients, the attendees, it's like they're going to create a magical vortex of energy that or as Olwen likes to see it, as a river or whatever, that they're all going to be swimming along together, and it's going to create a massive ripple effect. So those people attending are not only changing their own lives, they're going to be able to change the lives of others, whether that be friends, family, or clients. Does that help you?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
A lovely message. If you like this interview, please share it with your friends, give it a like. And if you're watching this on YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe to watch more interviews with amazing, gifted, magical creators. Bye for now.